The slab in this one, Logan Allen. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani.
So back in 2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game. You'll never guess the last person.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Flip to the pitcher is in time. And that's out number one on a tough play. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Ha-Seong Kim.
Tops on the team in batting average, Boog. A guy who's showing off some excellent bat-to-ball ability when he digs in at the plate. You know, that's useful if your team needs to get an inning going, get a leadoff man on. But it's also incredible to have a guy like that in the lineup because he's a run producer who can drive in runs if you've got guys on base already. So he's a huge piece in this lineup.
One out, base is empty. Kicks and deals. And that one is inside. Drips one to right and foul ball. To the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight.
Batting third, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the veteran first baseman, Freddie Freeman. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Dodgers down in order. And now the Guardians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Today's starting pitcher, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. You look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
That misses the zone. 3-1. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Bo Naylor at the plate now.
Bo Naylor.
And that skips in the dirt. And that's ball 4. Tried another splitter, but missed the spot.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Third,
runner on at first with one gone. Now it's Jose Ramirez. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians.
Ball.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And that one fouled off. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 gone.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Here's Lane Thomas now. 2 outs. Fought off foul. Battling here as he fouls it away. Up and in, and it's 3-2. Daniel Schneemann in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. On the ground to the left. Throw on to Freeman. 3rd out. Guardians strand a couple. Scoreless after 1. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. Inside, almost got him. In the air out to center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Pitch misses. 3-2 now.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Here comes Max Muncy. Smith, the base runner at first with 1 out. Check swing, tried to hold up. Now it appeal to third, and he went, says Larry Bowie.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
And that'll do it. 1 left for L.A. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. ready to go for the last half of the inning. So in now for Cleveland, Daniel Schneemann. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Gabriel Arias now at the plate. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. One down, base is empty. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there was just no one there to knock it down.
Man at first with 1 gone. Now it's the right fielder, Angel Martinez. And a strike to the outside corner at 95. Fly ball down the line. Fair ball. The throw in there safely.
Back-to-back singles, high fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I'll tell you what, it's not easy to do. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's Will Wilson. Lined, and that's a base hit. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
First and second, 1 out. Stepping in, Stephen Kwan. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Fastball is outside.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Late that time, and it's strike 2. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in at bottom half of inning number 2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
And here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. The 1-1 is fouled off. First and second, 2 down. To third. Whips it across. They limit the damage here. New inning getting started. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Michael Conforto. Slides, but he can't come up with it.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's the second baseman, Hesung Kim. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Line drive. That's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
2 consecutive base hits for this team.
Now
You'll often
batting,
hear the phrase,
the
short to
designated
it,
hitter,
long
Shohei
through it,
Ohtani.
and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
First and second, no outs. And up next for Los Angeles, Shohei Ohtani.
2 balls,
Next
1
offering
strike.
misses down and away. Tying run in scoring position. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Next pitch is outside. Oh, great stop. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Up next for the Dodgers, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Betts. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and
2
third.
balls, 1 strike.
Upstairs. Roll to short, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Got him. The double play cuts down the potential tying run.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
As we
Leading
go
off
to
for
the last
Guardians,
of the third.
third
Here's Jose
baseman,
Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez.
1-1 now. And there's a foul ball. Now, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. Next offering is in for a strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the DH, Lane Thomas.
Lane Thomas.
Here's a 1-1. And there's a ball.
That's inside.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Conforto makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Start of the fourth. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently. Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. The Dodgers trailing by a run, top half of inning number 4. Back to the mound, he's got it. The throw to first, and they get the out on Smith.
Now batting, right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Two balls, one strike.
That one misses, and now 3-1.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They trail here 1-0. Back here in Cleveland, here's the center fielder, Daniel Schneemann.
Daniel Schneemann.
Got him. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
That's outside, and a count 2-1. You and I got a chance to broadcast the 2019 All-Star Game, and the city of Cleveland did such a great job. I felt like wherever you turned, there was some type of ad for the All-Star Game, a face of one of the players playing in the game. I thought the city overall supported the event really well. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Martinez.
Outside low, and a count 2-1.
Yeah, and I think the players backed it up from the home run derby and the show that was put on between Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Pete Alonso, and others. It was off the charts. And then the game is always special. When you see the best in baseball, you remember how special this game is. And to be here at this ballpark, I think just was the icing on the cake.
3-2. Out towards right center field. Pages settles under this one. He's there. He's got it. And that ends the inning. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's Max Muncy.
Third baseman, Max Muncy.
All right, Singy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Now batting, center fielder Andy Pages.
Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Luis Ortiz preparing to come on if needed. Ciccone warming up as well. That one the other way. Martinez brings it in. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
2 down, nobody on. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously? We're starting with this already? And next for LA, Ha-Seong Kim. And that's downstairs. 2-1. Popped up left side. And that's a fair ball. Tying run is in to score from second. And it's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. That's one of those things where, as a hitter, you kind of feel like you were due for something like that to drop in for you, no matter how good or bad you've been swinging the bat as of late. And he just fought it off and dropped it in there perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Next offering is fouled back.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Runner on the go. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Runner on the go again. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, all even at 1 apiece. Back after this on the show. Here in Cleveland, bottom of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Will Wilson. Outside, 2-1. Activity in the bullpen. Lou Trevino looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Vesia, a left-hander, also throwing. Next offering is in for a strike.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Hernandez pulls it down, and there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder.
So the lineup flips over. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. That's off the mark, and it's 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike. That's ball 3.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
We got full count.
Ripped on a line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
One out, runner at second. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Bo Naylor just missed. There's a strike.
Here in the fifth inning, and here he is about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's really had to grind through to get to this point.
Yamamoto sends her packing.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Two outs and one in scoring position. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. So one hit is all they get. We're through five, all tied 1-1. We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, Luis Ortiz.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggling with free passes this year.
So digging in, Mookie Betts.
Los Angeles. Shortstop, Mookie Betts.
The 2-1. And that one hit to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
So now it's Freddie Freeman.
Very humble guy, and on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, and let it travel.
Yep. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. That misses the zone, and that's ball two. Action in the pen down there. Colby Allard, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Enright also getting ready. Rocketed out towards right center. Schneemann snags it for the second out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent base.
Will Smith to the plate. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. 2 outs. In there at the knees. And now 3-2. That one 95 to finish him off. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. All tied 1-1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Alex Vesia.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians.
First baseman, Kyle Manzardo.
On the ground, right side, and that one handled. Tosses to first, one away, bottom of the 6th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Falling behind 2-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Luis Garcia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Trevino, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Out in front and foul to the left side. One down, base is empty. Short hop liner handled it short. Tosses to first, and Thomas is out.
Now batting, center fielder, Daniel
Schneemann, the next to hit. Two down, nobody on. Ground ball right side. Freeman. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Top of inning number 7. Here's the third baseman, Max Muncy.
He's a big, strong guy. Can untie this game with one swing.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
That's a ball.
That one outside. Full count now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And now 2-1. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Strike 2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Now batting,
Michael Conforto will climb in. 2 outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That's down and in. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Dodgers go down quietly. Score remains tied 1-1.
Now pitching for Los
So the
Angeles.
Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Luis
Number
Garcia.
57.
And he's had his struggles so
Luis
far this
Garcia.
year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to
Leadoff
bring
for
that
the
down a little
Guardians.
bit right
The
here.
shortstop,
Gabriel Arias digs in
Arias.
for the Guardians. The 1-1.
Ball.
the only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And that's through there for a strike. It's 2-2. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is still in time, and they do get the out.
Pretty flashy with the bare hand grab right there. Kind of risky, but man, he made it look easy.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Angel Martinez. That misses off the outside edge. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's the second baseman, Will Wilson. Two and one now. And that one is in for a strike.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now batting.
So up next, Stephen Kwan.
Kwan.
Two balls.
In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. That one fouled off, 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that moves the go-ahead run to scoring position with two gone.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with two strikes. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And now here is Bo Naylor, and that's in the dirt. Ripped to short. They get the force. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get them home. We look ahead to inning number 8. All tied 1-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Colby Allard.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Emmanuel Clase getting loose out there. Next one misses. 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Line to left, and it stays fair.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Go ahead run on base. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Go-ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the dirt. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. Got him swinging.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. That when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. In plenty of time to first. And Betts is set down. Clutch situation, and here comes one of the best hitters in these spots, Freddie Freeman. Off the plate inside, and it's 2-1.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
There's the swing and a miss.
2-2
Chopper right side. Wilson throws to first in time. That's out number 3. So the Dodgers leave one, still tied 1-1.
Now pitching for Los
Back
Angeles.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Lou Trevino.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Digging in, Jose Ramirez. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And a foul ball. Good eye right there.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Kyle Manzardo in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. He circles the bases. It's 2-1. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. No doubt in my mind, just about everybody in this ballpark holding their breath on that one. I tell you, just barely snuck it inside the foul pole, and talk about a huge swing. That's it in this ball game. Could be the biggest swing of this ball game. We'll see.
Next to hit, Kyle Manzardo. That one missed.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Late on that fastball. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Anthony Banda, the left-hander, up and throwing. Pitch misses there, and a full count now. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game. I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. So 2 down now, and here is Daniel Schneemann. Missed with a changeup, and the count is 2-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. And that is the inning. Jose Ramirez with the homer here. Last chance coming up here for the Dodgers. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Emmanuel Clase.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Well, 1-run game, and the batter now, Will Smith. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one finds the zone, and a count 1-2.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. That one came in at 99.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one, just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
He's 2 outs away. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Check swing, called strike. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
So last chance for the Dodgers. Now Max Muncy. The Dodgers down to their final strike. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a fair ball. And the double puts the tying run in scoring position with 2 away.
That's tremendous fight from him, and
fielder,
I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
So runner at second, 2 down. Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. And that one cutting but missing down low. So the tying run at second. On the ground right side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, this turned out to be an exciting, very well-played game. Always feels great when you can take the lead in the 8th at home. Come out in the 9th, the crowd will be behind that pitcher as he tries to get those final 3 outs. Everybody goes home happy with a win like this.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.